Yo, what's the word, Herbs? It's your boy Cypher Bud back at it again. Episode of Fighting Words. We're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna talk about the Super Bantamweight Championship event going down between the champion Angelio Leo and the contender Stephen Fulton out of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? It's going down Saturday the 23rd of January at the Mohegan Sun Arena out there in Connecticut. You're gonna see these two go at it for the WBO championship for the Super Bantamweight division. You know what I'm saying? It'll be broadcasted on Showtime. So if you got that, make sure you check it out. Very interesting matchup. You know what I'm saying? It's actually really good for the division. These guys are going at it finally. You know what I mean? Stephen Fulton got over the COVID recently, and he's ready to get back there and get into action. It's a good fight because it's very, very evenly matched when you look at it on paper. You know, we got Angelio Leo at 20-0, and we have Stephen Fulton at 18-0. You know what I'm saying? Two undefeated fighters fighting the championship bout is always a good thing for the division. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's a really, really evenly matched fight. You know, guys are both the same age, 26 years old. Reaches and height are relatively the same. We got Leo with the 2-inch reach advantage, but he also gives up an inch in height. You know what I mean? These guys will be fighting both in the orthodox position. So you're gonna be looking at that closed stance action, and I think it's gonna be really live. You know what I'm saying? I think whenever you have these fights where they're so evenly matched, it brings the best out of both fighters. So get a chance to see these guys, you know what I'm saying, take risk and go for it all. Ironically, the knockout ratio is very, very similar too. Both at 45%, 9 KOs on the record of Leo, and 8 knockouts on the record of Fulton. You know what I mean? These guys roughly did the same amount of rounds, same amount of experience. So that's a tell of the tape. But let's get into it as far as the actual matchup between these two fighters. You know what I mean? As far as power, I really want to say that, like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, this whole fight is a very evenly matched fight. But if I had to give a power advantage to one or the other, I'd give it to Angelio Leo, just for the fact of him being more of a physical type of fighter. Possibly the punching. I would say the punching power is probably the same between the both of them, with roughly about the same amount of input. So it's a pretty close one. But I will give the power advantage to Angelio Leo for the amount of pressure and physicality he brings to the game. Switch side from that, I give the speed advantage to Fulton. You know what I'm saying? Both guys are pretty good at working the angles. But when it comes to mid-range to outside game, I definitely favor Stephen Fulton on that end of the spectrum. You know what I mean? He has a really good right hand, fantastic jab. He maintains distance well. So when it's time to let off those punches, I think he's quicker in the hands. I think just about evenly with the feet. I think the foot speed of both guys are roughly the same. So, they're edging it out for the most part, in a very evenly matched fight. All right. So, when it comes to speed, I'm going to go ahead and get at the Fulton. All right, moving on from that, I'll give, we talk about the ring IQ, the fight IQ of these two fighters. Talking about the fight IQ of these two fighters, we see both of these guys got the same amount of experience. I think they do have different skill sets, but I would say they're equally skilled. I look at the foot agility and the angles that we see from Angelio Leo. Look at the angles from Angelio Leo. And it's something to see. It's pretty impressive how he can pivot on the inside and, shoot to the side and go to the body, or, he can duck hooks coming from his opponent, and the pivots that he practices in the ring is actually pretty impressive. And on the other end of that, we look at Stephen Fulton. The outside game as well is good. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a good ring general. He knows how to fight in his spots. He knows how to work off his jab. And like I said before, he's actually very good at changing up that right hand when he delivers it. It's not always straight. Sometimes it comes around with a looping right hand around his opponent's guard. Also just knows how to do a nice little turnover on that right hand and just switch it up every now and then to give a different look and apply a different attack to his opponent. You know what I mean? So I got a dead even when it comes to actual fight IQ. You know what I'm saying? I think some people look at that and be like, off top, you want to give it to Fulton because of the slickness of his approach to boxing. But I think that the guy is just good at different things. You know what I'm saying? Like the head movement of Angelio. Leo is actually very impressive, you know what I'm saying, for avoiding jabs from the outside. So when it comes to IQ, I'm going to go give those guys, they dead even on that one. And as far as defense, I think is real interesting when it comes to this fight. Because like I said, man, Stephen Fulton is actually, very defensively responsible. Great ring general. One thing about him that I don't like is he tends to clam up and shell up when he's faced with the flurry of punches. He kind of just shells up and just takes whatever comes on to him, and that's kind of a bad practice. You know what I mean? When you're not moving your feet. I don't think either one of these guys are necessarily the most fast-footed boxers, especially in their weight classes. But I just look at that as being one of Fulton's flaws that he can be taken advantage of. Sometimes when he gets up against those ropes, he just shells up and just waits till that onslaught slows down before he can actually pick it up. You know what I mean? And aside from that, he's a great fighter, man. I mean, he got a lot of upside to him. Also, I look at the thing is this though. At the same time, it's not just about how good your defense is, how defensively responsible you are. It's actually about who you're matching up with. And we know that, the body attacks from Angelio is actually pretty impressive, from the outside when he jabs to the body or when he throws crosses to the body up to, that vicious left hook that he has that he brings to the body and brings up to the head. And truth be told, I think that that's gonna cause him problems in the fight with Leo. You know what I'm saying? I look back at the fight that Stephen Fulton had. With Adam Lopez, and he got rocked in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He got rocked. Early in the early rounds of that fight. You know what I'm saying? For those reasons, man. Like holding your guard. You know what I'm saying? Shelling up so much and not moving his feet or trying to evade, but just shelling up against the ropes. I think that'd be a major mistake against somebody like Angelio Lee, especially when I look at the last fight that he had with Tremaine Williams. And Tremaine Williams is way slicker than Fulton, if you ask me. I ain't gonna say he a better fighter per se. I think the Fulton might be a little bit tougher, probably hits harder, but and probably has stronger punch resistance. But slicker Tremaine Williams, you know what I'm saying? Actually a fighter I actually like a lot. You know what I'm saying? He had hella problems with Angelio. And granted, you know what I'm saying, Williams is a southpaw, and it's it's small differences, but like once you know what I'm saying, your aggressor closes that gap, the stance tends to take, you know what I'm saying, less importance, you know what I'm saying, and you in the pocket basically, you know what I mean, and I don't know how much I really trust Fulton in the pocket with Angelio Leo. You know what I'm saying? Especially with him, making his return back right now. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a really close fight. And when it comes to defense, I just say that I actually can say that Angelio Leo may not be as defensively responsible or as skilled as Fulton, maybe. But he faced these type of he's faced slick fighters before. You know what I'm saying? Like with Tremaine Williams, and even he fought somebody else too. I think dude last name was Carter. You know what I'm saying? A little slicker. I mean, not on the same level as these guys, but I mean, he's faced these type of opponents that are slick, and it doesn't bother him. Like some other fighters have the problem with those fighters and shit. You know what I mean? But aside from that, I'm gonna have to just say that defensively, I'm gonna give that nod to Angelio Leo in this matchup. I just think that his head movement, you know what I'm saying, for that jab, is prepped him a lot more, you know what I'm saying, than Fulton might be ready for Leo. So it's a very even fight, but I'm gonna get a defensive end nod to Leo. You know what I mean? But all in all right, my prediction on the fight, my breakdown. I'll tell you like this, right? I think the first half of the fight is gonna be in favor of Fulton. I think he'll come out with that long, strong jab. I think he's gonna throw a lot of punches early in the fight. And I do think that Leo will lose in a boxing match, you know what I'm saying, with Fulton, you know what I'm saying, with come jab for jab, you know what I'm saying, from outside and middle range. I think that Fulton can control him in that situation. But I also know too, being the fact that Fulton is coming back after a layoff, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying, he does tend to fatigue around the shoulders relatively early, you know what I'm saying, kind of, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, because like I said, even with the Adam Lopez, you know what I'm saying, like we'll see Fulton like throw some good punches, and then he takes rounds off basically, you know what I'm saying. You're gonna see him, have a lull in action, and that actually lasts a little bit too long for him and his own good. That's why he shows up so much. So I think with that time of him taking his time off and taking those breaks, I think that Angelio Leo is actually going to capitalize on that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Making attacks to the body. You know what I'm saying? Ripping to the body with that left hook. You know what I'm saying? And if Fulton, you know what I'm saying, don't move those feet, you know what I'm saying, and he just locks up and shells up and just takes it, I think by maybe like the fourth or fifth round, the tide will start turning. So I think in the later part of the fight, I think that Leo will probably take over. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a 50-50 fight and it's a toss-up, I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna put my money on Angelio Leo for winning this fight. I'll tell you like that. Plus the odds are rough on him. You know what I'm saying? He got like plus 106 odds. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, at least. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty close fight. You know what I'm saying? Also, on top of that, since I'm betting, you know what I'm saying, what I'm actually betting for is that Angelio Leo stops, you know what I'm saying, Fulton. I think he can stop him potentially. I think he can outwork him. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the later part of the fight. You know what I'm saying? As a boxing fan, I really won't just say, I wouldn't just assume that he would stop Fulton. Like, no, not really. But the odds of that are plus 700 last time I checked for the stoppage on the end of Leo. So with that being said, I think it's possible. You know what I mean? Especially in the later part of the fight, the later rounds. I think you could potentially stop him. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got fights like this and they're close, you know what I'm saying, both fighters are gonna dig in for their best. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna lead them to take chances. And I just think that 700 plus odds, I'll take those odds. So I'll definitely give that to Angelo Leo. Either way, we in for a good fight. Really would like to see the winner face the WBC champion, Luis Nery. And, upon that fight, man, that's when the division gets really interesting, because I really believe that Brandon Figueroa is going to get his shot at Akhmadaliev, you know what I'm saying, for the WBA and IBF titles. And, it just moves closer and closer to undisputed, you know what I'm saying. But it'll be a real good look if in that undisputed fight, the two champions can come with two belts. So, yeah, I definitely want to see the winner of this fight face Luis Nery. And I think it'd be a good matchup either way it goes. You know what I'm saying? Be in for a good treat. So you know what time it is, man. It's fighting words.